The weekly pixel art journey challenge a while back was pizza, and so even though this slice is a few months old, let's just pretend it's fresh from the oven. Anyways, I chose a 64 by 64 canvas and started plopping down colors. I didn't record my first slice, unfortunately, but it's not a big deal because I ended up scrapping it. On my second attempt, I thought that using a reference would help me cook something up better. While it got me closer, the silhouette was just okay, and the colors were way too similar to each other, so I thought that I needed to give it a third go. This time I switched things up and started with just the values. I've seen other artists use this method where the focus is on placing the lights and darks before worrying about color. You can think of it like even the best toppings won't save a pizza if the crust and the sauce aren't right. So in this case, spots of oil reflect light while parts of the crust fall into the shadow as they curve away from the light. Once the values were solid, I revisited my palette from the earlier slices, and this part was rough. The colors are still a struggle for me even in 2025, and that's one of my New Year's resolutions. It took a lot of trial and error to get to some colors that I was happy with, but eventually everything worked out and I added some stringy cheese for the finishing touches. Here's a side-by-side comparison of slice 2 versus slice 3. You can see definitely an improvement in both the color and the detail. Finally, the background. This is something I always forget until the end. If you have any advice for fitting backgrounds into your art process, please let me know. Initially, I tried using the same melted cheese tones to make the background feel like an extension of the pizza, but it blurred the line between the compositional elements. And I don't really know if I use those terms correctly, but it makes me feel like a professional artist. I settled on some wavy curves using only the darker tones, which helped the slice pop. And to finish, I extended the canvas and added a cheesy border around the original 64 by 64 frame. With all that being said, sit back and enjoy this little time lapse. I hope you had fun watching, and as always, thanks for tuning in for a slice of the action.